We are back live, ladies and gentlemen. Transmission continuing into overdrive. We do have Wayne Madsen.
Yes, hello, Alex.
Sir, we have Miss Britton clearly being murdered, according to her family. Now, Deborah Jean Palfrey said she would never kill herself, even if she was found guilty, that she would then name names. And I guess they didn't want the name being named. I would imagine, buddy, you are in grave danger right now. Wayne Madsen worked with the National Security Agency, lives in D.C., runs WayneMadsenReport.com. Give us your analysis, sir.
Well, I have to say I was shocked to hear about what happened to Jean this morning. I saw her last in the courtroom the day the judge announced something very strange. The judge, James Robertson, said on a Monday morning after a weekend that after an exchange of emails between him, the defense, and the prosecutors, that he decided that they all decided they were going to end the case. He was going to give jury instructions, and there were going to be final arguments, and Vitter and Ullman, the guy, Mr. Schockenoll, Mr. Cheney's friend, and Tobias, the head of USAID, were never going to be called as witnesses. That was the end of it. He said, look, I realize I'm obligated to make these emails public. I haven't seen emails yet. I've never seen a case tried over the Internet over a weekend. I think Judge Robertson owes us all an explanation, because now we've seen the tragic outcome of the case.
You talked to her quite a bit. I talked to her on air 3 times, I think 4 times. When was the last time you talked to her? What's your intel on this? Let me just read this to the listeners that are out there and the viewers that are out there watching. D.C. Madam commits suicide in Tarpon Springs. Police say D.C. Madam Deborah Jean Palfrey, shame on them going along with this, hung herself at her mother's house in Tarpon Springs Mobile Home Park Thursday. Palfrey was dubbed the D.C. Madam of the national media after her arrest for alleged running an upscale call girl ring in the nation's capital. She was convicted on Tuesday on money laundering, first case in modern history of that. Now they're going after Elliot Spitzer. They're now claiming he liked to have women do things with sex toys to him. And in the CIA New York Post, well, meanwhile, Bush has so many gay porn stars visiting him, it makes your head spin. It's just all this political assassination. She was convicted on Tuesday of money laundering and using mail for illegal purposes and racketeering, but she had not yet been sentenced. Just like the same thing happened to Ken Lay. He died of a heart attack before he could be sentenced. This is a tragic news, and my heart goes out to her mother, said defense attorney Preston Burton, who represented Palfrey in her criminal trial. I guarantee you she talked her cell phone. They were listening to her over that she said, I'm going to go ahead and name names, and boy, they got stuff where they can just, with a van, microwave you through a wall, come in, hang you, or say we're going to kill your whole family if you don't put your head in this noose. They killed a local Palestinian a few weeks ago in Austin, cut his whole body up, bound him, threw him in the river. I mean, Wayne Madsen, this is so obvious, this murder, what happened to Miss Britton, one of her girls. Give us your take on this.
Well, I'm also getting over the fact that Houston police shot a CIA agent, Roland Carnaby, on Tuesday. So there's a lot of weird stuff happening. But Jean Palfrey, 2 things wrong with the reports from the corporate media. She was convicted on April the 15th, not this past Tuesday. And there was also an indication that one ABC affiliate in Tampa said she was charged with running a house of prostitution. That's absolutely incorrect. She was not. I would point out that ABC 2020, they were the ones that promised to name names of her clients, and they spiked the story. I know for a fact they received pressure from Disney executives, who in turn received pressure from the White House not to run those names. I've reported that Dick Cheney was one of those clients. I stand by that report. I will continue to stand by that report, and I have other names that are very close to Cheney. I did meet with Jean Palfrey on several occasions socially.
Hey, let me stop you. For your own safety, you better say everything you know right now. Was Deborah Jean Palfrey your source that it was Dick Cheney?
Somebody very close to Jean Palfrey was my source.
Well, we don't want them to get killed. Who was the source?
Well, I don't want to go into details.
Okay, do you want to say right now you're not going to hang yourself tomorrow night?
I'm not going to hang myself.
But I mean, let's be clear. You're not going to commit suicide. You're not.
Oh, no way.
Say it all. No say it all right now.
I'm not going to commit suicide. I'm very happy here. I want to see the on January 20th of next year. I want to see George Bush flown, preferably to The Hague and not back to the Crawford Ranch. So I'm going to stick around for that.
Well, this is dangerous waters here. Look, I would tell people what you do know, because you know they're going to probably come kill you and others. I'm not joking, Wayne. You know we're not joking.
Well, I know, but they better take their best. You know, they better take their best shot. They better not miss, because I won't. That's all I have to say. But anyway, no. The Dick Cheney was obviously a client. I know for a fact also from very good sources there were a couple of GOP candidates, one present candidate. Well, I pretty much said so. And some previous candidates for the GOP nomination for president were also clients.
So John McCain.
John McCain, yes.
Do you think that's what this housekeeping can be about?
Yeah. Fred Thompson and Rudy Giuliani.
And do you believe, Palfrey, that she didn't know who these clients were?
I think she knew exactly who they were. As a matter of fact, remember, most of her clients were in McLean, Virginia. That was the center of activity. 13 years she had the most discreet escort service in Washington. She didn't send...
Why didn't they leave her alone? Why are they killing all these women? They're the ones that called them.
Exactly, and this is how they're cleaning up. They used them, and now they're disposing of them, and it's disgusting. Obviously, the agency, meaning the CIA, used these girls because these were professional, well-educated. These were not barely English-speaking Koreans or people from...
Oh, you think it's an intelligent... You think it's an intelligence op. You think these girls were being run by an agency.
I absolutely do, and I feel that... I pressed Jean on that many occasions. She never told me, but of course she may have made an agreement never to say that. So that makes sense.
Oh, you're saying you believe she was working for a subsection of the U.S. or Israelis or Russians?
No, I believe McLean, Virginia, obviously, is where the CIA is located, I believe.
But, I mean, so it wasn't subsections. Well, you know it's infiltrated. So you believe the U.S. government was running an operation against U.S. targets. Well, she said on this show that they were using her as bait to track people.
Oh, I believe that's true, and I believe they were, entrapping Middle Eastern leaders. We know that they were clients. We know that Cheney was using them not only for his own predilections, but also to entertain potential customers in the Middle East for Halliburton. We know that Cheney, I reported today, I reiterated that some of Cheney's top lieutenants at Halliburton and KBR, Kellogg Brown and Root, and we know about the sexual harassment of KBR people. This is an awful company, and so is Halliburton. We know about...
Well, it came out about the CIA head, Porter Goss, would go to the Watergate, where on one floor you had gambling, the next floor you had the, quote, free hookers. So it's just, I mean, why didn't they kill those girls? I guess they do kill quite a...
We don't know that they haven't, because Shirlington Limousine that was delivering those women to the Watergate and to another hotel in Washington, Shirlington Limousine was transporting Pamela Martin and Associates escorts, the escorts that worked for Gene Palfrey.
Do you think these women have any idea how much danger they're in? That women out there listening, if you're going to be engaged in prostitution, stay far away from Washington and high-powered dignitaries in New York.
Absolutely, and Pamela Martin also, there was this Baltimore connection. NBC Nightline just recently ran a story about what happened to the Assistant U.S. Attorney in Baltimore, Jonathan Luna. There is a definite connection between his death and his office was investigating the governor of Maryland, Republican governor of Maryland, Bob Ehrlich, and that you mentioned Brandy Britton, the other Pamela Martin escort who hanged herself in near Baltimore. That she was apparently somehow linked up to the ring that involved Bob Ehrlich, and it involved Jack Abramoff.
How did they get the local cops to play along with this? I guess just for their paycheck.
Hell, they had the police commissioner of Baltimore as one of their clients. Ed Norris. And he was prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney. The first U.S. Attorney fired after Bush's reelection was Tom DiBaggio, the U.S. Attorney for Maryland, because he was pursuing the case against Ehrlich and his use of the prostitutes.
Okay, so from your intel, again, Wayne Madsen worked with the NSA, muckrakes corruption with the Wayne Madsen report. Great info, always over there. Very scary info. Very dangerous info. You have a lot of courage, sir. Going back here, why do you think they originally raided her when she was leaving the country? Do you think she was going rogue on them, or who's playing who?
Well,
what do you think developed here? What are you being told by your sources?
I asked her about that, and Jean herself told me that what they were afraid of is that when she was going to move to Germany, she had an apartment in Berlin. She was going to retire from the business, close it up, go to Europe. And interestingly enough, the apartment was in East Berlin. which made me wonder, was she told about that by maybe some friend of hers in that agency I mentioned not too long ago? But they were definitely afraid that her black book, this is the terms they use, this is what the prosecutors used, her black book was going to appear on the pages of Der Spiegel or Stern magazine in Germany.
Do you believe her when she says that she wasn't planning any of that?
I believe no, I don't think she was going to do that. I think she wanted out of it.
Yeah, why? I mean, she had millions of dollars. Why would she want to destroy her life and send black op murder squads after her?
Absolutely, she would have no reason to do that. But see, the people in the government, in the Bush administration, didn't know where she was coming from, and that's when they jumped on her.
Now, does the evidence show they tried to kill the case? Because from what I've seen, they just left it alone.